Selenium in this course was up to 50%. Okay, if you want to learn a basic Selenium, okay, be given as the best selling tag. So I'm just happy and proud to announce this, and what are the points made this course to stand in that position, and these are the points. Okay, and next, so if you see right now there are 33.5 hours videos. Tomorrow when you watch it might cross 35. Okay, but just don't panic. I'll explain you the course breakdown here. So the Selenium in this course was up to 50%. Okay, if you want to learn a basic Selenium, okay, you will not need more than something around 15 to 20 hours. Okay, if someone says I'll teach only Selenium for 30 hours, please don't believe. Right, so you will know once you start with my lectures. After completing 2-3 sections, you will understand the scope of the Selenium, right? But in a real time, when you sit in a practical project, only Selenium knowledge is not at all enough to grab the concept or to complete your work. You need framework knowledge. So every company have their own framework. In that framework, they inject Selenium code. So if you just know only Selenium and if you have not familiar with the framework components, you cannot build a test case at all. Okay, so this course also take care of building the framework from scratch. Okay, so I know the framework understanding is not an easy, but I tried my best teaching from alphabet A. Okay, starting from ground level, I taught all the components and it takes 25% in my course structure, right? So 75% you will learn Selenium and the framework which you need to implement. And as I said in my previous lecture, you also need some core Java knowledge to grasp this 75%. So this 15% covers the knowledge of core Java which is required, to master in these automation skills. So all the sufficient knowledge were clearly given in this core Java section. So initially you can start with, you can see it here, brush up Java concepts 1, 2 and 3, and you can quick start with Selenium, learning Java parallelly. But if you want to learn in depth, you have a section called, I can show you, Java Oops Basics. You can see that, lot of lectures. Okay, here you can learn much more depth about core Java and get mastered in automation skills. Okay, so apart from that, what is this miscellaneous? Okay, Selenium can be used for cloud testing, and it can also be used for mobile testing, performance testing, and database testing. You see here, database connection to Selenium test cases. Okay, and you will also see something like mobile automation testing basics, performance testing with Selenium, cloud testing with Selenium. Okay, not only for web, you can use it for performance and for mobile. Okay, you can extend these Selenium functions for mobile also. There is something called Appium. So I have given that basics as well in this course. So you can treat that as a miscellaneous, so up to 10%. So with this, it concludes to hold 100% of the tutorial. So out of which these are the breakdowns, right? So I just want to give you insight how this course works, because I always get queries from students asking, do we need 33.5 hours to learn Selenium? So they misunderstand that. So to do a Selenium project in real time, only Selenium knowledge will not help you. You also need framework knowledge. To build a framework, core Java concepts are necessary, and top over it, you need to know some miscellaneous as well. So whenever someone say, take the data from database and connect to your Selenium test cases, how do you do that? So for that, you need some database testing knowledge as well. So all those are included in this miscellaneous section. Okay, so that concludes 100% of our course breakdown. So hope you are clear, with the components what we are going to learn in this lecture. And if you have doubt what made this as a bestseller tag, these are the points. And I strictly follow this all the day to make and to give best experience to my students. Right? So in the next lecture, I'm going to explain you how to reach me if you have a query. So in the first point, I'm keep on telling that there's a prompt response from me, right? So in the next lecture, I'll clearly explain how to post a question and discussion board and how would I answer that. So once we are good with all the infrastructure, basic infrastructure about learning and asking the questions, then we'll kickstart our actual tutorial, right? So all the best. Let's meet on next lecture. Thank you.